Hello Pisces, Turquoise Tarot here with your reading for August 2017. I hope you're all doing well. If you're interested in a private reading or in donating to the channel, I will post links for both of those in the information box below the video. So I'm going to be doing two spreads. One's going to be a general reading just to see what the overall messages and energies are for the month of August. And then I will be doing a love spread which focuses on singles and couples for the month of August. So let me go ahead and just shuffle for a few moments here. I'm going to focus on your messages and energies for the general. And looks like we have the Ten of Cups which fell out here. I'm going to set this to the side. We'll see how it resonates with the other cards. What are the general messages for Pisces? Alright. We have the King of Swords, the Fool, the Hermit, Seven of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, and finally, the Ace of Cups. The overall energy for your reading is going to be the Five of Wands, which is interesting because, honestly, this spread looks really beautiful to me. So to see the Five of Wands as the overall energy is kind of conflicting what I'm seeing. But let me just review the cards here for a moment. I see a family situation for some of you. For others of you, this can be like a romantic situation that you're dealing with. But I think overall, this, whatever it is, I see an opportunity for you to grow or expand financially or in your career this month. However, I think it may be an issue for your family. Either, you know, your spouse, or your children, or if you live with family members. I just feel like it may be that they're concerned it's going to take up too much of your time. And it may be some internal conflict for you as well, because you may feel like devoting yourself to more work, which ultimately you would like to do because you're good at what you do, or because you want to make more money and you like what you do, but you may feel some internal conflict because it's taking time away from your children or your spouse, or, like I said, your family. So there's some indecision here. You're going to have to make some tough decisions, I think, regarding you know, how you spend your time, but also where you invest yourself emotionally. There's something about emotionally investing yourself in the right places, because I don't think that in the past you've done that. I think you've had to really fight for what you want in the past. I think you may have had to deal with some challenging individual, maybe an air sign, that would be an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. But it may just be someone who, you know, they were very practical, very analytical, very to the book, had set ideas, ideals. Maybe they were a bit too conventional or traditional, what have you, but they were sure that they were right, okay? And there was no room for you to really openly express yourself in this relationship. And I think you're overcoming that, and you're learning to defend yourself and stand up for yourself, stand up for your truth. It's been a hard-won battle because the Ace of Swords is like, you know, there's two sides to this sword. So it's bittersweet, you know. It's like we don't want to have to end this relationship or deal with this relationship in this manner, yet this is what has led to ultimately our freedom or has led to our victory, is having to be cutthroat in a way by cutting this person out or whatever. Stand up for yourself. So now you're looking ahead, you're looking forward, you're wanting a fresh start, and I think the month of August is just the month for you to do that. It's just the month for you to get there. There's so many options and opportunities coming your way, and you may be confused about what you really want to do. Like I said, I see some of you getting more work opportunities, and it's really a question of where you want to invest your time, because I don't see it just being a matter of, you know, making more money per se, but emotionally you are asking yourself where you want to invest yourself too. You know, and if you're passionate about your job, all the more you want to spend time doing what you love and building your business and making money. You know, it's like when heart and mind come together for you, but that may create conflict for those around you who feel like they're not getting enough of your time. Let me just look here, because there's something here with the Hermit reflecting on new beginnings, wanting new beginnings, looking ahead, waiting for ships to come in. I see some type of blessing coming your way this month for sure. Here with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups, and they're at the bottom together, they're facing one another. And in the center we have the Seven of Cups. So when you look at these three cards together, it's like endless possibilities coming your way. New beginnings, new ideas, new ways of perceiving things, new clarity, new understanding, new awareness, but also new emotions and new emotional fulfillment or happiness coming your way. With the Seven of Cups being in the center, it's like a lot at once. New doors are opening for you. So be ready for that, because by the end of August, I really feel like you're going to be moving ahead really quickly. Don't feel rushed to make decisions just because all these options are happening, because you have the Knight of Pentacles, so this is about being slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. So really look at all the options that are presented to you and see what's right for you. But new doors are opening for you. Let me look at the Five of Rods here with these clarifying cards. Okay. For some of you, there's a message here about this is the Five of Rods that we're looking at, okay, that we're clarifying. And we have the foe, we have love, and then we have frivolity, which is like, you know, it's like fickleness, fickle-mindedness. I feel like this is saying you have to be careful with the decisions that you're going to make come the end of August. Because, again, right next to the Five of Rods, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And this, to me, it's really, and then the Hermit's on top of that. So I feel like this is telling me, you know, make sure, because these decisions are going to have long-lasting impacts. So whatever decisions you make in the month of August, they're significant. Even if they don't seem that way initially, they're going to be significant. So really think through and make sure you're not making them for, you know, fickle reasons like, oh, I have, for instance, let's just say as an example, you get in a relationship, but you get into it for the wrong reasons. You know, you get into it because, I don't know, he has money, or she has money, or, you know, great sex or whatever, but you're not really there emotionally. Whenever you do something for shallow reasons, you're not going to have the outcome that you want. So make sure you're loving what you're doing. Make sure that you are passionate about what you're doing, and don't do things for temporary happiness or whatever, because there's long-term implications. It'll create conflict for you down the road if you do. And here it's also about sticking up for yourself against conflict, because we have the 5 of rods and then we also have the 7 of rods. So to me, this is about sticking up for yourself too. And there may be people around you who are doing things saying that they're doing it out of love, but are they really, or are they doing it for selfish reasons? You know, maybe they don't have the best of intentions. They're saying they're doing it out of love, but I don't know. And I think this month is, like I said, the month where so many doors are opening for you. You're going to have a lot of opportunities by the end of the month. Don't get hung up on other people and what other people may think about it. Again, this King of Swords comes up for me. I don't know who this person may be for you, but you may have to defend yourself in what you want against this King of Swords. Fight for your new beginning. Let's look at that King of Swords. I'm really curious. Enemy. You ended it with this person already, but for some reason they still want to come back, and I think it's for selfish reasons, so you got to be careful with that. Whoever this person is, they don't have the best of intentions. So I think that they're hopeful that they're going to get something out of you. I think you realize this, though. It's hard. It's hard because I think you do have some emotional attachment to this person or something, especially with the 10 of Cups here. Maybe this is a family member. Maybe this is someone who you're close to. Maybe it is your spouse that you have to cut off and say, no, I'm not helping you anymore. Or an ex, you know, that is just, look, I don't think it's someone you're currently with, honestly. I think it's somebody who's an ex. But somebody who you've cut out of your life, or you've ended, or you've transformed your relationship in some way by putting up, you know, a healthy boundary, and they're trying to cross it. And you're standing up for yourself and saying no, because you want this new beginning. You need it. Let's look at the Ace of Swords. It's almost like you're going to say, you know, I'm not going to let this person rain on my parade because I know I have so much more opportunity coming my way. I think you feel it. But this person, you know, they just come around, they're bothersome. On the Ace of Swords, we have the Soldier, the House, and Melancholy. This person's driving you crazy, I feel. And you just got to be upfront and honest and cutthroat with them and say, look, this is how I feel, that's the end, goodbye, leave me alone. I think you're being too nice sometimes, Pisces. Whoever this person is, you just got to be upfront and honest with them, and that's how you move on from it. You got to tell them like it is. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. There's some new happiness, new joy coming in for you, either a new relationship, right, and one that is really satisfying on all levels, especially because the 10 of Cups fell out. This is all of our cups being filled. But for some of you, this doesn't have to be romantic. This can be falling in love with what you do, being passionate about what you do, because like I said, there's a lot of options coming your way. I think in love, I think in business, and I also think just mentally and emotionally, I see you changing, maturing, and going in a new direction, going towards your ultimate happiness. That's what these options of late August are all about, is looking for your ultimate happiness. It's like God's throwing a gift at you, you know, and it's filled with all these different options, and God's saying, okay, you take your pick. But whatever you pick, that's what it's going to be for a while. Maybe a new relationship, maybe a new job, maybe new career, anything that you've been really trying to, you know, change in your life. I think you're going to do that this month. I think this is the month where you're saying goodbye to what's holding you back, and you're moving on to something that ultimately is fulfilling. But it does take work. That's what the Ace of Swords is all about. I mean, it's hard work to get there. It's a hard-earned victory. Emotionally, mentally, physically. Okay? Takes work. And I think you've put in a lot of the work. I'm just saying there may still be some work to do in August. Let's look at what's coming in regarding love for Pisces. Alright. We have, the Two of Cups, the Fool, Death card, Three of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups again, Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords again, my goodness, and the Knight of Swords. Alright, overall energy is the Sun card. This is what I'm seeing for some of you. Alright, so in the last reading, we have this King of Swords, right? And here you are, you have your guard up against this person, you're fighting for your own sense of, you know, freedom from this person for one reason or another. Now that I look at this spread, it may tie into the first spread for some of you. And this is what I'm going to say for those of you where this applies, if it does. I think there may be someone who's an air sign around you who's coming back into your life, and it's driving you crazy because I think you're focused on other things right now. I think you're focused on creating a life for yourself. And I think you're focused on your finances. I think you're focused on success. I think you're focused on maybe your day-to-day life and activities and making yourself a more healthy individual, okay? Being more emotionally content and happy and fulfilled, finding what truly makes you happy. I feel like this is all something significant for you in the month of August. And yet there's this person coming around and it's driving you insane. This is what I want to say for those of you where these two apply, these two readings, is I feel like this person is actually going to be the connection to you finding that ultimate source of happiness. With the Sun card here. Now I know the Three of Swords is underneath that. I know you see that. Sometimes I read the card underneath, sometimes I don't. But I don't know, maybe it goes different ways for some of you. Maybe you ended a relationship with an air sign and they're coming back into your life this month. I think you're clarifying with them that this has ended, that you've moved on. For others of you, I feel like this may be somebody where you don't necessarily have a romantic past with, what have you, but this is someone that maybe you have some connection with, and you're thinking for some reason they wouldn't be good for you, but I see that actually they are. I think that whatever they're offering you, it's good. You know, it's long term. They're in it for the long haul. They really have strong feelings for you. And I think this is going to bring you so much happiness and joy if you're willing to give this person a chance. But it depends on your unique circumstances. This is a general reading. You know, for some of you, this can be a situation where you're done. You know, and this person needs to leave you the hell alone. Maybe you've already been in a romantic relationship with this person. You've tried it, it didn't work out, and this person's still coming around and, you know, buzzing around you in August, and you're letting them know, you know, really, leave me alone. Others of you, I don't feel like this was a romantic connection per se, but there is some history with this person, and when they come into your life again, it's like, I don't know, you don't want to give them a chance. You just don't even think about it. But I think if you really did give them a chance, there's something beautiful that could happen here. Take some time to really think about it before you just immediately say no. I feel like you just immediately say no. You're looking somewhere else. You're focused on a whole different thing. But just give it a chance. It can surprise you. But I feel like this person comes in towards the end of the month. That's when you hear from them. There's some build-up in the month of August to this, you know, encounter, perhaps, but I feel like they're not really going to communicate with you until the end of August. Let me look at the Knight of Pentacles here. Well, hold on, I'm sorry. Let me look at also for couples, because I just ran with that. Sorry about that, couples. Pisceans. Let's see. Well, there's two messages here for coupled Pisceans. I think for some of you, you may have ended a relationship, or you're ending a relationship at the beginning of August. I think this is a long time coming, though. I think it's something you've already been aware of. I mean, it's something you've been thinking about for some time. And finally, you're in a situation where you feel ready to let go and move forward. And it's slow and steady progress for you as far as really healing from this relationship. But I think that ultimately you're going to find your happiness. And it may be with somebody else down the line. You know, it may be once you really have some time to heal from this relationship. You're going to find a lot of joy and a lot of happiness around you, maybe in other types of relationships in the meantime. And then the second message is for those of you who are happily committed in a relationship, I just see this month you two looking at opportunities to maybe do something different, maybe go explore. I also want to say that you two may be looking at moving or investing in something together. And it's just about being together and doing something as a couple, really, and sharing your cup, sharing your love, sharing your talents or your skills with one another. Something about being brought closer together based on opportunities that may come your way financially, or business ideas that you two have together. That could be it too. But doing something together and getting emotional fulfillment out of it. So let me look at the Knight of Pentacles here. It's so hard sometimes with these general readings to get a precise, because it can go so many ways. It really just depends on personal circumstances. So I do recommend you watch your sun, moon, rising sign, but also if you're in need, get a personal reading. Sometimes, you know, with these general readings, there's so many people watching. And I'm not necessarily saying you have to purchase one from me, but if you have a situation, I would recommend going to somebody you trust and getting a reading and, you know, seeing what your unique circumstance is. But with the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Messenger, we have the Old Woman, and then we have Melancholy. So it may be getting a message from somebody from the past, right? Obviously, we're getting a message from somebody from the past. This can be an earth sign too, guys. It could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or again, an air sign, Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Whatever it is, you're not initially happy about getting this reunion. I don't know what it is. I did feel like it was somebody from the past, though. So for you singles, give this guy a chance. For couples, this is maybe wanting to do something new with your partner, communicating with your partner that, hey, maybe things have been a bit stagnant. We've been doing the same thing over and over again every weekend or whatever. Let's do something new. Let's go out. Let's go take a mini vacation. Or let's do a project together, like let's work on renovating our bathroom together, you know. Could be something like that. Let me look at the Sun card. So the Sun card has two meanings. One is bringing happiness, joy, love, light, which I do see that in this reading with the Sun card. Usually, whenever the Sun appears in a reading for me, it lightens the heaviness of any negative, not necessarily negative cards, but cards that may have a less than desirable meaning, right? It lightens that load. It sheds light on it and brings hope and joy and happiness to the reading itself. And the Sun card also has another meaning, which is it brings light and clarity to a situation. So I think both messages apply here in your reading. The former meaning of joy, happiness, celebration comes from recognizing what doesn't bring you happiness. Maybe there's been some self-doubt, self-deception. Maybe others have deceived you and brought you some sorrow. Can be this, you know, this air sign, can be an earth sign, can be a Scorpio even with the Death card. It could be any sign, to be honest with you. But if you're coming out of a situation where you're realizing that this partnership or this relationship wasn't good for you, and you're saying goodbye to it, this person won't leave you alone. It's taking you really being honest with this person and saying, look, leave me. You know, I don't know if you've just avoided them or whatever, but you have to just be straight up and honest and say, you need to leave me alone now. Okay? And that will change your mood, and it will help you move on and really let go and see the good that's around you. For those of you who are in a relationship with this, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say the latter part. I'm sorry. So the latter part of this, the Sun card, is bringing clarity to, again, what doesn't bring you happiness. You know, getting rid of what doesn't ultimately lead to you just being like this naked baby and frolicking around in the sun and enjoying life the way you should be enjoying life. Now, for a relationship, same thing. It's acknowledging what is not working, acknowledging what negative implications maybe that some bad behavior has had in your relationship, and it's a matter of reconnecting and rebuilding this relationship and restructuring it if you want to salvage it. For some of you, that's not possible because we do have the Death card here. So for some of you, it's like, okay, I'm ready to disconnect. I'm ready to let go. Finally. You know? So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. Much blessings, love and light to you, and I will see you for September. Bye.